coronavirus and the lockdown, many employers have moved their assessment centres virtually. So if you've got any virtual interview or assessment centre coming up, this video is for you. Welcome back to the Law Process
with me, Jade,
and me, Grace. If you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like and comment on all our videos. As you can see from the title of this video, we will be giving you our top tips on how to smash your virtual assessment centre or interview.
Our first tip is to do a trial run before the assessment day or interview. You need to test the technology you're going to use and the setup. So you want to make sure that the technology is working, your Wi-Fi connection is strong, and that you're positioned in a presentable manner. So this means that you want to have a clear background with good lighting, and you want to make sure that whatever device you're using, be that your phone or your laptop, is working well. So that means that you can be heard and the interviewer can hear you. You want to make sure that your device is fully charged, and it may be best to have your charger plugged in to your laptop or phone whilst you're doing the assessment centre or interview to prevent your battery from dying.
Our second tip is to treat the virtual interview or assessment day the same way you would treat a face-to-face one. So you need to dress the part and dress the exact same way you would dress for an actual face-to-face interview, and that includes your lower body part as well. Also, you need to make sure that you monitor your body language. So make sure you sit straight in front of the camera and avoid looking at the interviewer or the assessor, but make sure you're looking directly into the camera. Avoid fidgeting or using too much hand movement, and make sure you smile and use a lot of eye contact. And also, just like how you would arrive early for a normal face-to-face interview, try and log in at least 20 minutes before the assessment start. This is important just so you're not trying to find your login details or the link you've been given by the firm last minute.
Our third tip is to be memorable. You want to give the assessor or interviewer a reason to remember you. You can do this by highlighting your personality. If you're naturally quite a cheerful person, make sure this is portrayed through the camera. Or if you're an inquisitive person, be that in your interview. You want to make sure that as well as being able to answer any questions and be on the ball, you're also just being your natural self and being personable. And if you are able to find out the name of your interviewer, then you may want to do a quick snoop on the company website and LinkedIn to find out the background of your interviewer. This may help when it comes to asking questions at the end and being relatable to the interviewer.
Our fourth tip for virtual assessment centres is to actively contribute and work as a team with other candidates. Remember that the assessment is virtual, so your assessor can only judge you based on what they can see or what they can hear from the recruitment exercises. So you need to make sure that you actively contribute to the discussions, speak clearly and confidently, and show that you're a team player by asking others their thoughts too. In order to show that you're listening, make sure you look directly at the camera and make eye contact with whoever is speaking at the time, whilst nodding and smiling when appropriate. Also, if you're set a specific amount of time to complete a task, make sure that you're the one in the group to remind everybody how much time there is left. This will show that you've got excellent time management skills and will help you to stand out from the rest of the group.
Our fifth and final tip is to prepare and research. You want to make sure that you know what is going to be required of you in the assessment centre ahead of time. Having this understanding will allow you to prepare for any particular task that you may need to prepare for ahead of time. And also, just finding out about the structure of the day could help you feel more at ease as you know the process and what's coming next. Some assessment centres may also include an interview, so find out if that's the case for you. If it is, then you want to prepare the why law, why you, why this firm, and an answer to a commercial awareness question as well. You want to write a rough draft of these questions and be able to answer them in a natural manner.
Yes, and don't assume you have enough time on the day to Google the answers to these questions just because it's virtual. The recruiters and assessors will be able to tell.
So to round up, don't be nervous, stay calm, smile, and most importantly, enjoy the day, or try your best to anyway.
And remember, just treat it the same way you would treat a face-to-face assessment or interview.
So that brings us to the end of this video. Go ahead and utilise these tips in any upcoming virtual assessment centres or interviews that you have.
Yes, and we shall see you in the next video. Bye!